Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect. Are your girl, Debbie from down a yard. You know pretty? Yeah man. Welcome you all my new subscribers. Thank you for tuning in to the Jamaican cooking journey. Welcome, welcome. I can see and I know that you're all enjoying the ride. And you know what happened? I'm so enjoying it too. My whole subscribers that were there from the beginning, welcome. What up? What up? You all okay? Now today, I want to do for you cornmeal porridge. I want to show you all how to do a decent bowl or a decent small pot of original, authentic Jamaican cornmeal porridge. Let's get rolling. Inside my measuring cup here, and I'm using the coarse cornmeal. I'm not using the refined ones because for me, they're no good. If you want to use the refined one, feel free. I have 1 3/4 cups of coarse cornmeal right here. But first, I have here some cinnamon leaf. They were washed and dried, and I keep them in a Ziploc inside my fridge. I'm using you all 3 leaves of dried cinnamon leaves. Put it in my pot. They have been washed, I told you. And I'm on the most of it, I'm on the down of it now, family. So I find a few pieces of the sticks, so I'm gonna put it in there. I have here some nutmeg. Look at it. Get right in. This is the nutmeg. But on top of the nutmeg, you have something looking like this. It's called the nutmeg mace. And it's dried. And I'm gonna get off just this. It has a superb spice to it. So I'm just gonna use this, and probably it gives the porridge a lovely flavor. It's called the mace of the nutmeg. Mace, M-A-C-E. You can Google it. Before it's dried, it's red. So when it's dried, it becomes this color, sometimes a little darker. So we call it the mace of the nutmeg. It flavors the porridge. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna give it a little rinse. And I'm gonna put it inside my pot here. So remember, get right in. I had 3 leaves of cinnamon, dried cinnamon leaves, and just a few pieces of the stick, and like 2 nutmeg mace. I have some boiling water here, and I'm gonna pour on about 2½ cups of boiling water. The water is hot. I'm gonna get my flame hot, because the whole idea here is to get, I'm gonna boil it. So I wanna get the flavor from the cinnamon leaf stick and the nutmeg mace. Okay, wanna leave that to boil. And after that is probably as soon as it starts boiling, it's not long boil, you just want to get the flavor out, because it doesn't take long. Because as the boiling water starts to get rolling, you smell the flavor coming right out. Alright, now this is the nut of the nutmeg. So don't do like me, use something hard, family, use something hard. But I'm going to use right here in my hand. You smash it. When you smash it, that part of the nutmeg that we used to grate, you get it right out. So you have the shell over the nutmeg of itself, and then you have the mace covering the nutmeg, and then it also comes in a pot. But Google it and you'll see. So all the nutmeg is all flavor, but remember I told you you have to go low. But one day I'll tell you why. Alright, we're not ready for the grating part yet. Meanwhile, we're trying to get our flavor out there. Remember I told you I had 1 3/4 cups of coarse cornmeal. I'm going to just put in 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Okay, and I'm gonna get it incorporated. So we're waiting, and meanwhile that is waiting, you can message one of your friends or 2 family who know about the Jamaican thing and get them right in. Give them the link and them get in. We're going to use some cold water to dissolve this to like a paste. So we're going to get in a little at a time. Get right in. Because we want it to come to a smooth paste. You don't want any lumps. So you have to do it accordingly. Don't put all the water one time, family. You put it at a... You want a smooth paste of the cornmeal and the flour. Right over here. Get right in. The water is boiling. And family, let me tell you something. You see the cinnamon leaf already get that dark color? Yeah? We're trying to get the flavor out. Because we're going to use that as our spice. Instead of grating and using, instead of using cinnamon powder, mixed spice and all of that, we are using the leaf of the cinnamon. And we are using some cinnamon sticks, family, if you ever smell the pot, and some mace of the nutmeg, okay? Alright. Coming back right over here, we're going to dissolve. Because as soon as the flavor is out, the water is ready for the cornmeal mixture. So we're going to dissolve, yeah? Family, remember, me tell you, say inside of your kitchen, you know. So if you make mace, you don't have to give yourself, you don't have to make any problem. Because this is kitchen, you understand? And when you're inside the kitchen, you don't tense up yourself. Take a deep breath. So see, we get it here, all smooth, no lumps, no lumps. Right over here, yes, we're gonna lower flame, right? Get right in for me, please. You see the water getting a little brown? Look, get right in, yeah? The flavor has been, what you call it now? We get it ejected out, whatever, we get out the flavor out of the mace and out of the cinnamon leaf. So we're taking them out. We're trying to get them out because the flavors are out, right? And the flavors are out, so they look like this. This is all the cinnamon leaf. As soon as you get brown, the flavor is out. Alright. Let us, we have a few pieces there, nothing much, not anything to give any problem. So now, we're going to notch up back our flame. And we are going to get our cornmeal and the flour mixture into this hot water. So now, the water is boiling and you're going to pour it in just like this. Constantly stirring while pouring in. Okay? Stirring while pouring in at a slow pace. Not too stirring because you don't want it to get lumpy. Because it will get lumpy. So you stir while pouring, stirring while pouring, stirring while pouring, and you finish now and it becomes so thick, so you gotta turn down your flame. Now that it becomes so thick, you're gonna need a little more water, but you're not gonna need, you don't want it to get too watery at this point, you know, because you have your coconut milk to put in and you have your condensed milk. So you're going to get all stirring. And you have to add some pressure to this stirring. You got to add some pressure, family. Because the cornmeal, as soon as the hot water catch it, it starts to get thick. See there? So you pour and you get yourself going and you start stirring. Constantly stirring. Rigorous stirring. Yep. Rigorous stirring. Yep. Whatever few little lumps you have constantly stirring, you will get it up. But you don't want it anything less than this because it has to be cooked for 30 minutes. Occasionally stirring. You don't let it stick. So you're going to stir and you're going to stir. I don't think at this point we want any more water. So we're going to leave it at this point. Constantly stirring, lowering our flame to a little less than medium, almost to low, for 30 minutes. And occasionally stirring, scraping around and stirring. And you're not to get it any thinner than this because when we come back, we're going to add some coconut milk. When we come back, we're going to add some coconut milk. Let that coconut milk cook for another 7 minutes the least. And then We flavor up our porridge, put in our condensed milk, sweeten it, and you know we're gonna taste for you. Okay? We're right back here, family. Get right in. And this is how it looks. Right in on the porridge. This is how it looks. Now we have about a quarter cup of coconut milk, or a little less than a quarter cup. At this point, we put it in, and we're just gonna stir constantly, not rigorously, but very, very mildly, stirring in the coconut milk. The coconut milk is gonna give it a creamy look, and it is gonna dim the yellowness of the cornmeal. But look at it. Look at it. The coconut milk is in. Okay? Now the coconut milk is in. We have our flame down low the next 7 minutes. So we ain't gonna give it any rigorous stir. We're gonna do it mildly now. Real mild. Because the coconut milk, look, it does have this mild look. So you're gonna be mild with it. At this point, you're gonna put in your vanilla. So I'm gonna put in like, remember we have that nice flavor from the mace and from the cinnamon leaf and stick. So I'm gonna put in like y'all a 3/4 of a cork of vanilla, and I have some yellow almond, and I'm gonna put in another 3/4 cork, or this is a cork of almond, and we're gonna get this incorporated real mildly, real mild, because the coconut milk has given it that smooth look. So it's as mild as can be. So you're gonna take it slow now, because all that hard rigorous cooking, it's over. So you're just waiting on the coconut milk. So now you can put in your salt. You need a little salt, so we're gonna put in a few dashes of salt right now, and that should do it. When we are sweetening with the condensed milk and you taste, if you want a few more dashes of salt, then you can go. Okay? And also at this stage, I'm just gonna grate in a small amount of my nutmeg. Not a lot, you know, family, because you know I told you, you know. So not a lot. And this is it for me. Get the camera right in. Let them see what I'm talking about. This is it for me. Yes? So we stir that in. And family, listen me, man. This is what you call cornmeal porridge. Y'all, you see I'm taking it step by step. I want y'all to get into it. You feeling me? Y'all feeling me? I want you to get it. You've never made a cornmeal porridge before, so I'm going slow. I want you to get it. I want you to have this. Look at the look of the porridge. And the milk, the condensed milk is not there. So, in another 5 minutes or so, when we return, we'll be finishing off with the sweetening of the porridge. We're going to dish up our cornmeal porridge, and we're going to taste for y'all. Family, we left slow and we're still on the low. Right? Now the coconut milk is cooked to perfection. We're still low. Still low. So now we're going to sweeten up. So we're going to turn off our flame. Never sweeten your porridge with the flame on, because you will sweeten forever and ever and ever and still don't get the taste. Never sweeten your porridge with the flame under it. You will continuously be sweetening and cannot get the taste or the flavor. And when you really catch it, you put so much milk or sugar in there. Okay? Let's get rolling. So, we're going to pour in our condensed milk. Yeah? And as I tell you, you start going slow. Treat it real tender, real nice. You don't do it rigorous anymore. You treat it real nice, real low, real slow now. Because the coconut milk is so smooth. So you don't want to go all getting it, you know, rough and tough and all of that. It's slow. Look at it. Look at the smoothness. Any little thing you see is the nutmeg that we put in there. You know, you grate the nutmeg, you give it that little, those little blackish brownish color. So we're here. Look at this. Jamaican, authentic Jamaican cornmeal porridge. Look at the consistency. You can spoon it into your cup, take it along. You don't have a problem. You don't want anything thick where you have to cut like pudding or jello. No. So now we're gonna do a little taste testing. But we're gonna put our little spoon in here. Family, put the camera on here. Please cool perfectly. This is like the bomb hot. You don't play with this. It is so hot, if it catches skin, it might just pull out a piece of your skin. So we're gonna cool and we're gonna taste. We're there almost, but we are gonna put in for you about 3 heaped tablespoons of brown sugar, not white sugar. Brown. If you want to put white sugar, feel free, family, but I'm putting brown sugar. Right? So we're gonna stir again. Remember, slow stirring, mild, constantly, really slow, really gentle stirring. We're gonna dissolve this brown sugar in there because it was like a bit, and we're gonna notch it up a bit with a little more crank of salt, and that should do the job. So real slow getting the brown sugar dissolved, real slow, real mild, just as mild as it looks. That is how you do it. So we're gonna go back again and we are gonna taste. So now we have this other spoon here. Remember to cool. It's super duper hot. Now we're there. Now we are there. We're right there. And I am very much here with my ladle inside my water, waiting on to serve you all up decent cup of authentic Jamaican cornmeal porridge, done from scratch inside my Jamaican kitchen. Look at it, family. Don't worry, I told you, we'll clean around the edge of the cup. You don't fill your cup too much up. So we're gonna clean up our cup. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get some hand towel. You're gonna damp it. And you're gonna clean the cup, the edge of your cup. Not a problem. I always tell you that. When you make mess, we can all do that. Okay? So we're cleaning the edge of our cup. Oops. And family, 2 slices of toast, a hard-boiled egg or 2 with this, and then you have a decent cornmeal porridge breakfast combo. And to top it off, you just use a little of your flaxseed. Yeah? Put it in there. Remember, I told you flaxseed is for your nerves. Look at it. There you have it. Authentic Jamaican cornmeal porridge, done from scratch, right inside our kitchen here at West Indian Delights. If you think you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you want to do so, go right ahead. We'll be so elated. And thank you all. Thank you. Remember to share the videos. Turn on your notification. Yes, that as soon as anything else drops, you'll be on it. Okay? Remember, man, I love you. Love you. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Manners and respect. Debbie from Donga Yard. Cornmeal porridge. Boop.